Bum 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 la 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 da da ba da ba dalam 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 bam bam ba 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 bam. What's up, guys? Lumpy ice cream here. With the Tim. With the Tim. In case you could not tell by the title or this display.
This beautiful thing you're in.
We are beginning our Star Wars reviews. Controversially, I am wearing a Star Trek t-shirt. Really, it's not the best hindsight that I put this shirt on today. Well, yesterday, because it's literally 15 minutes into the day.
That's true.
So, yeah. I kind of feel like we should cut that and, like, put it at the beginning of each of these. Or we just begin with a different Star Wars song.
I don't fucking know.
Are there even any, like, are there even 6 good Star Wars songs?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Find out next time.
Yep.
On not Dragon Ball Z.
On Dragon Balls.
Anyway,
On Dragon's Balls.
beginning this, we shall be reviewing.
Scooch over.
Okay, I'm scooching over. Calm your shit. We will be reviewing
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Yay!
Yeah.
Now see, if I had the ability to edit these videos, I'd be making him edit the videos. There'd be streamers. That's like our catchphrase now. Yay! Nailed it! Jedi powers!
Failed it.
So yes, I'm going to get a piece of paper and write down the scores as we go.
Yep.
Because bitchin'.
What the fuck about?
So yeah, we will be discussing. No, you got to sit down because we
I'm
got.
gonna sit down and fuck about.
You can't be doing that during the reviewing.
Yeah, I can.
We take this very seriously. Remember.
Be serious.
We have 55 subscribers that we gotta please.
Let's be real. They're already pleased.
Oh yeah. After that awesome display. So guys, if you saw our Fant 4-stick review, that is basically how we're going to be reviewing this movie.
Fuck.
You're a
Yep.
prick.
Sorry.
So,
Turn it off.
what we'll be doing is we'll be rating the plot
Yep.
out of 10. The cast out of 10. I'm thinking we should just not talk about characters and just talk about cast.
Yeah.
And characters in kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So, there's that. Cast/characters. And then, our final one is the tone of the film.
Oh, yeah.
So, we'll each be giving these a score out of 10, which will then make an overall of 30 for us, and then a combined score of 60.
Yep.
Fucking put it down.
I'm paying attention. Sort of.
Look at him.
This is just really amusing, okay? Go out and buy one of these. Shit.
Probably turn it off.
I should. Yeah. There we go. It's off.
Okay, so Star Wars Episode 1. Like, we're not gonna spoil anything for our upcoming list on BabbleOn 5, where we'll be ranking the Star Wars movies.
We're not gonna spoil anything, but this might occupy a very low spot.
Yeah. Obviously, we were not anywhere old enough to kind of realize the hype of Star Wars when
No.
it came out. But it had been 16 years since the last Star Wars, since Return of the Jedi. Everyone was excited, and then they were all kind of let down.
They were all excited, and then they were disexcited.
The Phantom Menace. I mean, as a kid, obviously, I didn't see anything wrong.
As a kid, this was one of my favorite movies ever.
Like, growing up, yes, it was fantastic because it was Star Wars. Like, you didn't think it could do any wrong, and you were just like, "Yay!"
That childhood.
Star Wars. I mean, I was 3 when this movie came out, so I probably saw it when I around that age.
I never saw it until I was like 5,
remember.
I think.
I mean, my first knowledge and memory of watching Star Wars is of Return of the Jedi. That's the first movie I remember watching.
Yep.
But I could have watched more, but any of them before that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know when I started to kind of realize that this was a bad movie. I'm gonna say it was probably when they had that idea to play them all in the theatre, and we went and saw it in 3D. I think that was
I never really saw that it was a really bad movie. I just kind of used to watch it every so often and be like, I kind of like this movie. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I just, like, people would point out what's wrong with it, and I would just, like, notice. I would then go back and watch it and be like, oh my god, George Lucas, what were you thinking?
Exactly. Yeah.
Just, it's not the worst thing ever, obviously.
No, definitely. Like, in Star Wars, debatably it is the worst thing.
Yeah, but...
Well, wait until you get to, like, the Clone Wars. Because fuck the Clone Wars.
In general, it's not the worst movie
It's
ever.
not the worst movie in existence. It's definitely got
It's
good
not
points.
Star Trek 5 level. Awful, okay? Nothing Star Trek 5 level awful. Let's not even bring that up again. Why did I bring that up to begin with?
Well, we're going to have to bring it up when the new Star Trek movie comes out, because we'll be reviewing those movies.
No, I don't even want to go near Star Trek 5 for that. I won't be here for the Star Trek 5 review.
He says that, but
I won't be here. I won't. I stick by that. I won't be here. I refuse to go back and rewatch that.
I'll force you.
I watched it once, and I was 10, and even then I hated it.
And when you hate something as a kid,
you know you're still
it's
gonna
shit.
hate it.
You know it's shit.
Unless it's like that one thing that you hate as a kid, but then as an adult you really appreciate.
Well, I originally hated The Simpsons as a kid.
Holy
I
crap!
couldn't fucking stand that, but then, like, when I turned, like, 11, I started to enjoy it. It's fucking weird. Yeah, so... the plot, I mean, we don't need to go into too much detail.
No.
Basically, Naboo is... See, I want to talk about the plot, but I can't be fucked.
You can talk about the plot, but no, we don't have to talk about the plot. We can sing about it.
No, we're not singing. I don't want to give it my fucking effort. I really don't. You know what? You can take this one. This is your chance to shine.
I'm not even gonna.
Now, you gotta briefly discuss the plot.
I'm not even gonna. Okay. So, Naboo's under attack by the Trade Federation.
Fucking Trade Federation.
And, like, the Jedi guys. What's their faces? Like, a Jedi, Deadji, I think that's what they're called. I don't know. But, like, they're there, and they're gonna, like, talk to them and be like, no, you can't do that. And, like, I guess they try to poison the Deadji.
Yeah.
And, like...
You know, if you want to know the plot, just go watch Saga Begins.
If you want to know
by Weird Al.
Yeah, that's pretty. You don't even need to watch the movie.
No, you don't.
If you want to know, the plot
better.
If you want to know the plot of the Phantom Menace, just like okay, get up now.
Then who doesn't? Let's face it.
Yeah, but anyway, if you want to know the plot of the Phantom Menace, like go out to like a pharmacy, buy some laxatives, go into the toilet, take the laxatives, finish up whatever happens after the laxatives, look in there, there's the plot.
Is it just me, or is one of my calves more, muscly than the other? I just look at the camera.
That one's just getting leaned against the couch.
Yep, there we go.
There we go. Perfect.
No, I like this better. There we go. Alright.
It makes me look like a man.
It's like, they're bigger than your fucking head.
Let's be real, anything's bigger than my head, so...
True. See, that's how interesting the plot of Phantom Menace is.
We're just going right off on about my This cars. Is going so fucking well.
We've gone on tangents before, but none more random than my fucking calves. Alright.
We're 10.5 minutes into this, and we haven't even started discussing the fucking plot yet.
Yeah, because the plot's stupid.
Because it's a terrible plot.
Basically, shit happens, shit goes down, they run into Jar Jar Binks. For some reason, they save Jar Jar Binks. More shit goes down, blah-de-blah, they land on fucking Coruscant, fucking Mos Eisley, fucking Tatooine. That's what I'm looking for. Fuck.
Scott, you're forgetting the names of things.
Yeah, they land on fucking Tatooine. They fucking run into Anakin Skywalker. Oh my fucking god. Okay, I've seen some bad kid actors, but fucking Jake Lloyd.
Now this is pod racing!
No, it's not.
It's literally fighting in a war.
Fighting in a war, but we'll talk about that when we come to characters / cast. They run into fucking this cunt. Qui-Gon fucking sees some shit in him. I don't know. I see a lot of shit in him, if you know what I mean. Yep. All this fucking shit. Pod racing goes on way too long.
Pod racing happens, and honestly, the pod race is one of the coolest things about the movie.
It just goes on for way too fucking long, though.
But I'm completely cool with it because it's a cool sequence.
See, I never really fucking noticed. But the fucking sand people being in there, the Tusken Raiders, it's no point at all. It serves no purpose. They are literally just there for fan wank. It's I never noticed.
That's all George Lucas was worried about at this point.
It's and Jabba the Hutt. Exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
It's why is he officiating? He's a gangster. He's a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's a fucking bad guy. Why is he having any kind of official fucking shit up in here? It's is there no kind of law enforcement?
I feel while George Lucas was making this movie, he was just he was less concerned with making a movie and more concerned with making people remember Star Wars.
Well, when you look at all the backstage, all the backstage interviews, well, not backstage, behind the scenes, sorry, theater terms, behind the fucking scenes shit. The shit people talk about is when they first showed it at the Skywalker Ranch or whatever. There was just kind of a big kind of silent thing after the movie finished, and they were just kind of thinking the fuck.
From what I heard, Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor and stuff actually said that the only direction George Lucas ever gave on set was more action.
Yeah.
Make it more action, make it more epic, that's it. Those are the only directions he ever gave on set, apparently.
Yeah, and apparently George Lucas isn't a people person. It's then why are you directing this?
Yep.
Okay then. And I think it just is funny because when you look at arguably the best Star Wars movie, a lot of people say is Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
And that was not directed by George Lucas.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's funny.
So yeah, that shit goes down. Qui-Gon, wants him to become a Jedi. They take him to Coruscant.
Yeah.
Show him all this shit. Then they go back to Naboo and all of that. And then Darth Maul shows up.
Okay, we're getting to the good stuff now.
Yeah. Darth Maul shows up, kicks some ass, kills Qui-Gon, and then is killed himself. which
Seemingly!
yeah, seemingly. That and
Bro,
it's really upsetting.
he gets cool dog legs.
Yeah, robot
Cool robot
legs.
dog legs.
Like what the
They
fuck?
look fucking cool.
Like
And Darth
I-
Maul's a bad.
honestly, I watched the first fucking episode of the Clone Wars because it's getting into that stage where I just want Star Wars, and I've embarked on a bad mission. I watched the fucking first episode and I was already fucking done. Like, when a fucking battle droid says, I just got promoted, and then dies, I'm like...
It's
Like, I know the battle droids are fucking stupid, but... Fucking wow. No. I'm at, like, that point.
the show. I swear does get a lot better.
Yeah, like,
It's
literally,
like
once
Gotham.
I watched it, I'm just like... Oh, for fuck's sake, I just want Darth Maul to be here. That's all I'm watching the show for. Honestly, I can actually, like, say that properly. I am only watching the show for Darth Maul.
I have not seen all of the show yet. I have seen bits and pieces, and from what I can gather, it does get a whole lot better.
I fucking hope it happens soon, because
Like,
first episode, and I'm just like, no.
the show itself doesn't actually take place in chronological order, so you have to actually look up
I watched the first episode, and it's just like Yoda on a fucking mission to a planet,
But-
and it's just like,
yeah.
this is the first episode?
The Clone Wars gives gives a couple of the characters some much needed character development. It develops Anakin as a character, gives him more motivation
Now, see,
to actually do shit.
Have you seen the original Clone Wars
Yes,
cartoon?
I have.
I fucking loved that.
Mm.
That was fantastic.
Mm.
That was how you fucking did it properly. That was good. You got Asajj Ventress.
Mm.
You got Grievous being a fucking badass.
Mm.
You got Anakin fucking, like Darth Vader shit with Anakin.
Mm.
You had fucking Qui-Gon in there. You had all this shit, and it was so fucking good. And it's like, equates to probably an hour of stuff.
Mm.
It's not a whole lot of stuff. And that told the story of the Clone Wars perfectly.
Mm.
Then you get this piece of shit, where it's all drawn out. You got all of this fucking bullshit. Fucking Darth Maul comes back. Which, yeah, Darth Maul needed more shit, but, like, I would have been perfectly content scrapping this whole series and just keeping the original one. Because I love that.
Yeah, but if we scrap this whole series, then we wouldn't have Ahsoka.
Yeah, but then you have to explain, where the fuck was she when all of the Jedi were killed?
She left the
So they-
Jedi Order.
And then she's back in Rebels, conveniently.
Yeah, she left the Jedi Order, so she wasn't classified as a Jedi to the Clone Troopers programming or whatever, and she escaped. Because she's Ahsoka, and she's cool like that.
Yeah, I mean...
Ahsoka is important, don't you fucking talk shit about Ahsoka.
I'm just saying, like...
Talking shit about Ahsoka is like talking shit about Patty Spivot, bro.
I doubt that.
Do you want to fight?
Yeah.
Anyway,
back onto this shithole of a movie.
oh, that's right, we're talking about Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Darth Maul's like the best thing about this fucking thing, and then he's just gone. Just like that. And like, Christopher Lee's cool and all, but I would not have substituted Count Dooku for Darth Maul. Or Darth Maul for Count Dooku, sorry. Like...
I would have kept Maul.
Yeah. Like, he would have been cool, like, change it up a bit. Like, I'm not saying, like, literally remove him and then put in Darth Maul for all of his scenes. Because you literally get a scene where he's sitting down talking politics, and I'm like, no. But,
Darth Maul could do that.
Yeah, but it'd just be kind of weird.
It'd be weird, but he could still do it.
It's just like seeing him, like, I don't know, but now I'm just picturing Darth Maul sitting behind a desk, just, like, answering phones all day.
Mother, I told you not to call me at work! I am a Sith Lord now!
Anyway, so yeah, the plot's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it...
I don't mind the politics stuff because in the original movies it did say that there was politics back then, and it was like, yes,
the politics, it needed to be there, but there's so fucking much of it.
Yeah.
And I think, like, one of the things that they fucking say about this, oh, it's for kids and all of that. And I hate that excuse because you're talking about fucking taxes in your fucking movie. When you start talking about politics and shit, no, it's not for kids at all. It's, you know, obvious that your fucking audience is the nerds who loved the first one. The kids who grew up with Star Wars, and you might be trying to capture a new generation with that. But, I mean, my love for Star Wars didn't come from this piece of shit movie. It didn't come from Attack of the Clones.
So.
It came from the fucking originals. So that just shows how timeless those movies are. Like that. And this, you know, you might grow up loving it, but when you grow up,
you're not gonna love it anymore.
More often than not, you're probably gonna fucking hate the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I, at one stage, did defend this movie, saying, it's not as bad as... I'm not gonna say it, because we'll get into that in the future. But then when I rewatched it, like, a few weeks ago when they were showing them on TV... Fuck! How I didn't... Because I kept getting up and smashing my head on the wall. That's how much I fucking hated watching it. Alright, look. I don't give a shit if I fucking spoil the list. This is my least favourite Star Wars movie. It's a fucking shit.
There's literally no way you can spoil anything by saying that. It's terrible.
Well, I'm gonna give the plot a 1.
I'm gonna give the plot... I'm gonna be just that little bit generous and give it a 1.5.
Really? We're doing point things?
We're doing point things!
Okay.
I just wanted to give it more than you, okay?
Okay, but you couldn't give it a full point.
I couldn't give it a full point.
Like, it only gets a 1 from me because... Darth Maul. But then again, he doesn't impact the plot at all.
Aside from being
hardly.
Awesome, so.
And, like...
I want that Darth Maul video game to actually start getting developed.
You know what? 0. I think I just straight up just said it then. I couldn't even give the plot a compliment. Because, yeah, Darth Maul's in it, but he has no impact on the plot. You could take Darth Maul out of that, and it'd mostly be the same.
Aside from the fact that Qui-Gon wouldn't die.
Yeah. And you wouldn't get the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
Which, that comes from a character, not the fucking movie. So, yeah, you're still sticking with the 1.5?
I'm still sticking with the 1.5.
Alright, moving on to the casting characters. We have Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't know why I said that so weird.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
So, go and watch our podcast where we discuss theories.
Yeah.
I believe it's episode 8.
Yeah.
Where we talked about the whole Qui-Gon being a Sith Lord theory.
Sith Lord or Dark Jedi, yes.
Sith Lord or Dark Jedi, yep. We're not going to discuss it here because we went into it for, I want to say, at least probably 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes with the other one. If you're not looking at it as he was and because we have no official confirmation, we have to assume that he is the stupidest Jedi out there.
Yeah.
At every single point, he's questioning orders, he's disobeying orders, he's being a prick to Padme for pretty much the entire fucking movie, and he's just a general prick, basically.
He's just not the greatest person ever.
No, he isn't.
I mean, I feel like in his mind, everything he does is justified.
I mean, essentially, he ran Watto out of business. Because when we see Watto next in Attack of the Clones,
He's a homeless Jewish.
Yeah, he's homeless.
A homeless Jewish
And
friggin' elephant fly man.
He robbed him out of his business.
Yeah.
So
he used the Force for personal
but
gain.
it's Liam Neeson, and he fucking sells it because it's Liam Neeson. That man fucking works.
He
I have not seen him be bad in anything. He always does a good job with whatever he's given.
Yep.
We have Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. When I watch the original trilogy, it's really hard for me to like Ben Kenobi because I know how Alec Guinness felt about the role, and I just, it's really hard for me to kind of like the character. Fucking Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor makes Obi-Wan, like, everything you wanted him to be in the original trilogy.
Yeah, like, he is one of the massive parts why I love Episode 3.
Just, Ewan McGregor is Ewan McGregor.
He's great.
He's fucking amazing.
He is. I want an Obi-Wan solo movie.
How would that even work?
Like, set it in between...
That would be cool.
Like, just him on Tatooine.
You're a smart one.
Like, just going around every day doing, like, shopping or something.
I would watch a whole movie.
Like,
a whole 90 minutes of Obi-Wan Kenobi clipping his toenails.
Just have it be a comedy set on Tatooine with just Obi-Wan living a regular life. Like, he loses his wallet, but then he needs to go buy stuff, so he's just using his Jedi powers to, like,
I would watch a whole movie of Obi-Wan Kenobi fucking doing his laundry. I would watch an entire 90 minutes of Obi-Wan Kenobi fucking pissing into a bucket. I would watch a whole 90 minutes of Obi-Wan Kenobi crying while masturbating to Gungan porn.
Maybe not that last
Maybe not that last one. Now
because of the Gungan porn.
Because of the Gungan porn. Not Obi-Wan masturbating. Just the Gungan porn.
Is he using the Force?
Obviously. Not? If you've got the Force to do that shit, you don't do it yourself.
Alright then. So, we got that. We've got Ray Park as Darth Maul with, I forget the actor's name because it's really lengthy. Peter something doing the voice. Because they decided that Ray Park's voice was just like too squeaky to do it. But it's seamless, like you can't tell that it's dubbed over.
I didn't know.
Yeah. And
I didn't know until now.
That actor voiced the Fisher King in Before the Flood, episode 4 of Doctor Who. So,
Fun facts!
Which is usually your thing.
That's usually my thing.
So, yeah, I took it there. So there we go.
Bitch.
Fuck you. So, yeah. Darth Maul is easily the best thing about it.
Aside from Obi-Wan.
I'd say he's a bit better, because Obi-Wan doesn't do much in this
Obi-Wan
movie.
doesn't do much, but it's Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, but I still think Darth Maul's better.
Okay.
Like, Obi-Wan doesn't become, like, a solidified badass until, like, the next
I'll give you that.
movie. Maybe even the third one.
I would say he becomes a badass in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, true.
Everyone's a badass in Attack of the Clones.
But then again, he kind of gets his ass kicked in that movie.
Anyway, we'll talk about
He takes on Grievous.
We'll talk about Attack of the Clones later.
Well, we will, indeed. Not that we want to.
No.
So there we go. There's a brief
I want to talk about Attack
preview.
of the Clones. I don't mind Attack of the Clones.
I hate sand. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, just the visual, just the look of Darth Maul.
He just looks terrifying.
Like, he does. That's why I'm just so upset that, he didn't do much in it. Also, I mean, look, giving Darth Maul the robotic legs looked kind of stupid. I have to admit.
Oi! It was fucking cool.
Yeah, but then well, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't watched it yet. Does he still do all the awesome flips and shit? Or did they take that away?
I think he might still do the awesome flips and shit.
I hope so,
I mean,
because
if he doesn't, then what the fuck's the point of him having cool fucking wolf robot doggy legs?
The things he does in fucking this movie are just like,
This is why I want that Darth Maul video game to go ahead.
Although some people, do bring up a fairly decent point that throughout that whole duel, none of them look like they're trying to kill each other.
No.
It literally just looks like it is like a flippy
stage
fight. But then again, that is also the first fight between Vader and Ben.
You know who we can? You know who we can?
I mean,
blame
the
for
one.
That?
Hmm?
Fucking George Lucas.
Yeah. But I mean, at least they were looked at Ray Park and thought, yeah. I mean, that's why they hired him.
Yeah.
Because originally he was just brought on to show off the stunt work, and then they're like, we're hiring this guy. So props to Ray Park working in that makeup and the baggy clothing, I guess.
Yep.
And doing all those flips and shit. And I mean, what? Prop lightsabers. I mean, they'd have to be lightweight, but I'd imagine they'd weigh a bit.
Yeah.
More, a lot more than that toy there.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Anyway, so we have that. We have Natalie Portman as Padme Amidala.
She's consistently decent.
Yeah, which I think consistently decent is better than sometimes being good, sometimes being bad.
I wouldn't praise Natalie Portman for these movies at all.
Either.
I would say that she's really good.
Yeah.
In all three.
Yeah.
She does a great...
consistently decent.
She's consistently decent, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. She's fine.
I mean,
I cried when she died.
Yeah.
Plus
in the Phantom Menace, she's
9.
Yeah.
So.
In the Phantom Menace, she's just kind of monotone. That kind of bugs me a little bit.
Well,
I
could you say technically? I guess she was kind of learning the ropes.
She had to be all regal and shit.
Yeah. So, I guess we move on to...
After giving the cast and characters.
Shit. I mean, move on to the shit characters.
Oh, the shit characters, okay.
The
Trade Federation.
Oh, wait. Well, we're only discussing, the major...
The major players.
People in it.
Okay.
So, we're not going to discuss, C-3POs, R2s, Wattos, Yodas, Mace Windows. We won't discuss them until they have a bigger role.
Mm-hmm.
But Puppet Yoda looks really bad.
He looks cool.
He looks shit. But then again,
he
on
looks
the other hand...
better than the CG they put over him.
Look, I love CG Yoda in 2 and 3. Because it's decent CGI, let's face it.
It looks cool.
But when they put CG over Puppet Yoda, it looks fucking horrible.
It looks terrible.
The way the okay, I'm probably gonna be because I haven't actually looked at people's opinions. I fucking hate Yoda in the prequels.
Mm.
I cannot stand him.
Mm.
He's kind of this little weird fuckwit in the... Well, I can't even say Return of the Jedi because he just there to die. But in Empire Strikes Back, he's just kind of like a goofball, but, he's crazy. I mean, let's face it, he's probably gone...
after all that solitude for so long, obviously, he's gone fucking mad.
A bit more than 20 years.
Been more than 20 years, yeah.
Because Luke was 19 in A New Hope.
He has literally gone mad.
Yeah. So, how many years is it between A New Hope and Empire?
I think 2.
2 years?
2 or 3.
Sounds about right. I think I knew it at one point, but now I can't remember. But yeah, I fucking hate Yoda in the prequels.
Mm.
They take that whole reverse talking thing and they just fucking go with it.
Yeah.
He's such an annoying cunt. Especially in Attack of the Clones. Which we'll get to.
No, we'll get to later.
We'll get to it next week. But... fuck Yoda. Okay?
Fucking prick.
Fuck him in those movies.
Fuck Yoda! Fuck him right here!
Who should we talk about first? Jar Jar or Anakin?
Jar Jar.
Okay.
Let's just get Jar Jar out of the way.
Fucking... Alright, fuck Jar Jar and everything he does. That cunt... And then... there's like this news coming out recently that he was apparently supposed to have a bigger role than what he had. But, oh, for fuck's sake. That would have been horrible to endure more of that twat.
Yeah.
He is a fucking insufferable. There is no words to describe fucking Jar Jar. Like, I mean, what can I even say about Ahmed Best, the guy who portrays him? Like, what can I say about that? Like, yeah, he did a good job fucking being a cunt. I don't know.
The voice is funny. And not funny, haha.
Like, it's just like, I want to rip my ears out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to rip my ears out, but
And
at the
then
same time I don't.
I
Because I feel
read
like I might
another
miss
thing
the decent parts
that
of the movie.
I read another thing that originally it was going to be revealed that he could talk normally. Because we all know that George Lucas loves fucking with the fans. Like, he loves messing with them.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't have put it past George Lucas to actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, that would have just been even worse. But, and then even the fact, look, when they bring him back, like, they think, oh yeah, we'll just give him a reduced role. He's a fucking politician! How does that happen?
Well, he's a...
Like, how?
He's... Gungans are... He probably holds a high-ish position in the Gungan court or whatever.
I don't know why.
And let's be real, the Gungans are idiots to begin with!
Yes, true, but none of them quite so much as Jar Jar.
I feel like they looked at what he did in friggin' Phantom Menace and went...
Shit. He fucked everything up.
This guy could do well in this
He
place.
fucked everything up, for fuck's sake. Fucking Brian Blessed. Brian Blessed, man. I mean, he's in this, but he's a Gungan, so it's kind of give or take. You know. But it's Brian Blessed, so there we go.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to Anakin Skywalker, Jake Lloyd. Jake Lloyd was just not good
He wasn't.
in this movie at all. It's kind of upsetting when you see what he's like up to now, and
No, this
the movie-
is pod racing!
when you see that, you know, the movie pretty much scarred him and like all of that, and when you look at interviews with him, all of that stuff, and he's kind of gone off the rails a lot since this. You know, that's upsetting all, but and I do not blame him for what, you know, this at all.
Yeah.
Because, you know, but he was just shit
He was
in this movie.
He was a child, he was trying his best,
Yeah.
I assume.
But
yeah.
because it all comes down to fucking, like, I think some people even say that when they showed like footage of all the other kids who auditioned, like they were all literally better than Jake Lloyd. Virtually. Like, they finally whittled it down to, like, the final two, Jake Lloyd and some other kid, and, like, anyone who's seen that footage pretty much said, oh, that other kid was so much better. So, you know. And plus, then when you take one fucking look at Jake Lloyd and then you look at Hayden Christensen, they look nothing alike.
No.
Like, you know, that's not really a complaint.
I mean, they're both...
that's down to the casting choice.
I mean, they're both kind of baby-faced, but that's about it.
Yeah, but, like, when you look at fucking Jake Lloyd, he's got a very, like, round head, and then fucking Hayden Christensen, I don't want to say he's got, like, a normal face.
Very
just like
angular.
Yeah, it's just very thin face.
Yeah.
Whereas Jake Lloyd was, like, fat-faced, I guess.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term. But, yeah, the cast is all over the place. You get the really good cast, but then the characters aren't particularly good.
Yeah.
Like Liam Neeson does a good job with a shit character. Ewan McGregor does a good job with not much to go with. Same with Ray Park and Peter whatever, I forget his name, sorry. You know, they do a good job with what little they have. Fucking Ian McDiarmid, is that how you pronounce it? I don't fucking know. As Palpatine, you know, himself.
Yep.
I think he does actually a pretty fine job for these movies, portraying the Emperor and Palpatine. I guess, you know, duo roles, but then you've also got to, like... I mean, it's quite obvious he's the Emperor.
Yeah.
But, you know, do a job at, you know, playing essentially two different roles. Like, I've never seen Armored Best in anything, so I don't know if he's good. But he's basically supposed to be irritating.
Yeah.
Like, well, actually, I don't even know if they designed the character to be irritating like that. Or not, like, overly irritating, because I think it was quite obvious they were going for something with the character, and once they kind of saw that he wasn't selling merchandise and people hated the fuck out of him, they kind of backtracked really quickly. So I'm really torn on what to give the cast and characters here.
I would give them, like, an even 6.
I'm going to give them a 5, just because I really like the cast, but then I hate the characters just as much. I don't think there's a character in this whole thing that isn't let down by something.
Right.
So, that's a 5 and a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Moving on to the tone of the film. Visually, I mean... The prequels and original trilogy are very different visually.
Because the
but
prequels
it's
had
supposed
more
to be.
resources to be able to do stuff.
And George Lucas has said that if he had those resources in the 70s and 80s, that's exactly how those original Star Wars would have came out. Which, you know, whatever. But the fact that everything needs to be a fucking green screen, a special effect, which doesn't really come into play with this one, but it definitely does with 2, and even more with 3. And then there's the whole fucking debacle with, you know, them going into the originals and putting in senseless shit.
Yep.
So, yeah. But the tone, I guess, it's a very slow burner of a film.
Yeah.
And, like, if you want to watch this movie, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of always say if you're going to have a marathon, watch the prequels first. Because all you're going to do is, like, watch the original trilogy and then be miserable for the next few hours. Even though I love Revenge of the Sith. But, you know, watch those first, get those out of the way, and then you can just go smooth sailing from there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this fucking thing, the tone, yeah, visually, the lightsaber battle is probably what I'm gonna give props to.
Yeah.
And the whole fucking, what would you even call the fucking room that they fight in? Force field room, I guess you can call it. I mean, I don't know what its purpose was, but it looked fucking good. It made for a visually interesting.
Yeah.
Can't even say set because I'm guessing it was.
If there's one thing you can
green
praise
screen.
in this movie, it's the stunt work.
Yeah, you can because you got Bray Park, who's pretty much like a stunt work god, essentially. But then he also does a lot of acting as well. But, well, debatable because you know most of his roles are silent or very little talking. Like, you know, Toad and fucking Snake Eyes and shit like that. So, like, the visual style, the Jedis look like Jedi.
Yeah.
Fucking Darth Maul looks fantastic and is a good screen presence. The double-bladed lightsaber is very iconic. I mean, I guess that was our first variation of a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Other than the just standard design, though, I guess that continued with Dooku's kind of curved hilt.
Yep.
So, yeah, we don't get very many visually different lightsabers, and of course that's continuing with Kylo Ren. Although I guess you can kind of say that's probably a bit different because it's Kylo Ren, and you know, I guess he built that lightsaber himself, maybe.
Yeah.
So
Like
yeah.
I'm assuming he built it himself.
Yeah,
like,
I'm assuming
considering the whole
It looks
unstableness
kinda-
of the blade.
Fiery, yeah. So the costumes. Now I can kind of see why they had the Queen wear different costumes, because when you look, she is never really wearing the same outfit, you know, for more than one scene. But then you're also supposed to believe that every single time she shows up, she's had time to change. It's like, no. She's not going... Like, I understand from when she's, like, on one planet and then she's on another, yeah, she's changed. But when, like, in the next scene, when it's, like, not much time has passed and she's got different clothes on, it's like...
Yeah.
Like, there's one scene where she's, like, standing at the window when the droids are, like, invading. And then when she's captured, she's wearing completely different clothes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, I think it's just one of those things to show, look how much of a budget we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Budget that could have been spent on other things.
Despite the fact the character's fucking stupid, the effects on Jar Jar aren't bad. Like, you know, they look good for the time, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, they're not so... Ooh.
Like, the CG in this movie does age very well.
Yeah. Especially the ship.
Yeah.
I mean, it is very shiny, which I think adds to, like,
The
when they make this...
spacey thing.
Yeah, well, when it's very shiny, I think you've got, like, less of a job to make it look good.
Yeah.
Because you just make it look basically reflective, and, you know, it's just on a black background with fucking stars. So, that's all you really need to do there. You can't really fuck it up. But, I mean, the CG in Star Wars, I don't think has really ever been bad. Especially when you look at things like, well, the whole opening of fucking, Revenge of the Sith.
Like, that's
That
a
whole
real...
space
That's like a visually...
Like, sometimes I still
bit.
think, surely it's not CG. But then, it's just really good. But,
Yeah.
like, see, things like that, like, you know, CG when CG is needed, that's fine.
Yeah.
CG when it's not is
Not.
debatable. Not debatable, it's just flat out shit.
Yeah.
So, I'm really stuck on what to give the tone of the movie. Because, from, like, a visual style, it's fine. Like, the Gungan City.
The Gungan City looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. And then Naboo looks really good. Coruscant looks really good. Tatooine looks like Tatooine. The pods look really interesting. They're all diverse, but look the same at the same time. Look similar at the same time. Then you get the really shit aliens that look so fucking far out there, and I'm like, yes, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Like, the fucking weird one that's, like, a fucking really big fucking, like, tiny hair face.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's like MODOK, I guess.
Yeah.
When I look at that, I think, forget his name, but the caterpillar from A Bug's Life.
No, I can't remember
Yeah,
his name
because
either.
I haven't seen that movie in fucking years. I
I need
mean,
to rewatch
not
it.
that I care. But, like, you know, all those aliens that are just so fucking out there. Like, the two-headed announcer. It's fucking weird.
It's like, this is Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like...
This
that's
is what
I
Star
like.
Wars is.
Because I always get so bummed out when I see aliens and they, like... You know, they're just basically humans but with a different colour skin. It's like... Oh, come on. But yeah, you've just got all these fucking aliens. You've got little Greedo, which, you know, in a deleted scene it is confirmed that it's Greedo, but not in the actual movie. Like, it's a scene set after the pod race, and Anakin and Greedo are fighting, and, like, they're punching each other and all of that, and then when Qui-Gon splits it up and, you know, he takes Anakin aside and you hear someone say, "Oh, Greedo, you're going to be in trouble one day."
Oh, that Greedo.
Oh, that Greedo.
Ba-da-ba.
Yeah. So
We need a
like,
sitcom now.
the visual, it's not bad.
Mm.
It's definitely good enough.
Yep.
But then its tone is really boring.
Mm.
So I'm going to split it down the middle and give it a 5 again.
Yeah.
What do you give it?
I will also give it a 5.
Okay, 5. That means that the movie has achieved an overall of 22.5 out of a possible 60.
Yay!
Yay! Didn't
Such
even get half
score.
marks. Yeah. But our score's separate. You gave it a 12.5. I gave it a 10.
My God.
So yeah. Overall 22.5 for the Phantom Menace.
Yay.
I guess in layman's terms, I guess for lack of a better term, we'll just give it
terms.
whatever. We'll give it a score out of 10 for those people who don't like the way we rate things. Just a simple, straight down the middle, 10 out of 10. I'm
No,
gonna
it's
give
not
it.
a 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
It's also a 2 for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few good things in here, but
A few good things that could have been, a few bad things that could have been good things if given the time to be good.
yeah, exactly. And then some really bad things that just should have been removed.
Yeah,
like Jar Jar
I could live
And
with
the-
Jar Jar being gone.
and Jabba and the Sand People.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like,
Why are you
it's
here?
like, why? What is your purpose?
What
Like,
is your
I guess
purpose?
Tatooine has no sort of law enforcement. Because
No.
I presume Jabba the Hutt is like a known,
Criminal.
criminal. Well, yeah, it is, because fucking Qui-Gon even says when they're, landing, when the old Captain Panaka says, you can't go there, the Hutts are gangsters. They'll fucking kill her or whatever. It's like,
Go
so-
fucking kill her, bro!
yeah, so just like, I presume, I'm sure it's explained somewhere in the expanded universe, which isn't canon anymore.
It was never really canon
Well,
to
no,
begin with, so...
but yeah. I'm sure probably the Hutts run everything there, and there is no law enforcement. Considering that, there are slaves, so I guess fucking what's-his-face runs the place, Jabba and the Hutts. I guess they run the place, maybe. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think of this abysmal movie. I'm sure you'll probably agree with a lot of the stuff we've said. Tune in next week when we'll be...
Check that.
Okay. Tune in next week when we'll be taking a look at Attack of the Clones.
Yep.
I want to say a better movie,
It is
but not by
definitely a better
much.
movie.
So tune in for that. And then, yeah, we'll be taking a look at all of these. We will not be reviewing The Force Awakens on this channel, but that will be on the BabbleOn 5 channel.
Be good.
And then tune into BabbleOn 5, where on the 16th, we'll be taking a look at all of these movies, except Clone Wars,
Except the Clone Wars.
and putting them in order from 6 to 1. Our least favourite to our favourite. Should be good.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you Sunday for the Sleep No More reaction.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. Found footage Doctor Who.
Mm.
Going to be interesting. Hopefully the good kind. Then...
Hopefully it'll be like Supernatural's found footage episode, which was fucking great.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, at some point I'm introducing you to Supernatural.
Oh, yay!
It's gonna be good.
Alright, so, and then tune in, technically 5 days from now,
Yep.
because it's currently Friday, where we'll be taking a look at Attack of the Clones. And in case you missed the announcement, or you haven't seen it yet because you're watching this the moment it goes up, we have changed. We're going to be producing 3 videos a week until Flash and Arrow end. So tune in for our recaps every Thursday. For the next 5 weeks, our reviews of Star Wars. And every Sunday for our Doctor Who reactions until Doctor Who's over in 3 weeks.
It's over in 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's over in 3 weeks.
Fuck.
It's going very quickly.
Damn.
And now how will our channel get views? Not at all.
We'll have to be genuinely entertaining.
Shit, I don't know how we're going to do that, man.
Fuck.
3 more weeks of
I'm gonna have to go. I'm
triple-digit
gonna
views.
go have to take a class in entertainment.
3 more. Well, that's good because I have to go to YouTube. YouTube is anonymous.
YouTube channels anonymous.
YouTube channels anonymous, so they're in the same building. So
Yeah. So we can like meet up and probably vlog about
meet
it.
up and
Yeah.
See, now we have to get up and turn it off. That's a downside.
That's
right there.
Just
Oh, for God's sake! Okay, we should have done this whole vlog in the dark.
just turn the light up.
So, guys, thank you for watching. Hold on, let me just come in.
This is horrifying, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But let's face it, it's better with the lights off. No, I think it's terrifying because all you can see are the lights reflecting off my glasses. So yeah, guys, we will see you Sunday. Oh my God. How's that for frightening?
It's definite horror.
So yeah, guys, we will see you Sunday for the reaction video.
Yes.
And for you Star Wars fans who don't like Doctor Who, we will see you... No, don't say that. We will see you for Attack of the Clones review next Wednesday. Pending.
Yes.
Until then, guys.
Take care.
See ya.
Goodbye.